This is our pet tadpole. And soon he's gonna turn to a frog. And tomorrow we're making a real terrarium for it. So make sure to be waked up early tomorrow.
Welcome back to the channel, and that's right, we have a new member of our family. Me and Warner recently went creeking and he found a tadpole, so we brought it home to watch its metamorphosis cycle and turn into a frog. Now, up until this point, we've only built aquariums, so we needed something special for this build. This tank is called the Thrive Open 20. We got it from Petco. It has these awesome dual opening doors at the front and a water viewing area at the bottom. It also has a locking lid, which is going to be super important because frogs are escape artists. And it even has this handy little door up at the top to give them some food. We recently went to the coolest aquarium store in Houston and found this really awesome petrified wood, and I knew we had to put this in the frog tank. I like to lay out all of my wood and hardscape in my living room and measure it to make sure it's going to fit just right. So, as Warner said, the next morning we waked up early and got to work. This is us putting in the petrified wood. We just use a little bit of aquarium silicone in between the rocks to hold everything in place. It's totally fine, water's gonna get behind them. So I think we need to move the landmass forward a little bit, but it's looking good. That looks great, Goon. Give me a high five. Good job.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Man, this tank is taking shape. It's looking so good. But as I was sitting back admiring it, I heard a splash out of the corner of my ear and I turned around. Oh my gosh, this tadpole's growing so fast. He's getting these little legs. We need to work quickly to get him a habitat built fast. Okay, so I think the next step is we just put in the aqua soil.
No, wait, Dad. We have to research.
Okay. It says we need a drainage layer that comes up above the water.
Okay, we need a leak up.
Let's get it. Wow, great job. Leeka actually floats, so before putting it in the terrarium, we needed to soak it in water. According to our research, the next thing we need is a substrate barrier. Okay, so a substrate barrier is basically just a piece of fabric that separates the dirt from the leeka so that it doesn't get into the water. So let's make one. So sorry for the bad camera angle here. Basically, I just ordered this cloth from Amazon. I'll link it below and cut it to size.
Okay, Dad, now it's time off the story.
For this tank, we used cycled aqua soil that already had all of these nutrients in and put a little bit of a sand layer in the front. To top it all off, later that night, I added some sphagnum moss, which is basically little tiny sponges to hold water. As always, my trusty Hygger light. And now the best part, the part we've all been waiting for. Let's get it filled. On this build, I just added a super simple sponge filter, which will be plenty for this amount of water. Meanwhile, our tadpole was growing like crazy. Once they have legs, they start to breathe oxygen and he's gonna wanna crawl out of the water. So we need to move fast. So it's been about a month cycling this tank with nothing but a couple floating plants and some beneficial bacteria. The tank is maintaining a really good 79, 80 degrees and 75% humidity, which is perfect. So you know us, you know how we build tanks. This thing is not gonna be complete until we get some plants. So I placed an order. Let's go get them. First of all, I need to make it clear that I know absolutely nothing about terrarium plants. I only know a little bit about aquarium plants, but I know absolutely nothing about terrarium plants. So I went through and I picked what looks cool. I did like a little check if it'll work with the humidity and temperature, but then I just shipped it. This is Bucephalandra Black Tears. I'm convinced it's all just marketing. You can see there's small leaves and they came on this big, long rhizomes like this. So I'm just gonna tuck these into the rocks. I think what works best is just getting a piece of small gravel like this. We put a tiny drop of super glue. Find a good place to attach. This one is called Hemigraphs rapanda, dragon's tongue. These plants came in as individual stems with no rootage, which is great. That's awesome. That means we can propagate them super easily. All right, and just like with aquarium plants, we want to keep keep them nice and moist. That looks really cool. Cool color. Okay, yeah, this is cool. It has really nice, strong, bubbly leaves. And look, there's even some, see if I can show you. There's some roots on these. So that's really nice. That'll go well. I think I'm gonna put this kind of in this area up here. I'll put the name of this one on the screen. Look at these roots. Whoa. All right, here's how it's looking right now. And you're probably going, well, Chris, it needs a accent plant. And you, my friend, would be right. It totally does. Oh, look at that color. Sick. Okay. It's legit just like a leaf. That looks like a good arrangement. We'll have that in the back corner. Okay, on it before it dries out. Quick. That looks great. Okay, now my personal goal for this week is spray it and don't touch it.
He looks like a real frog now.
Yep, Warner's right. This guy is a fully grown froglet. Catching him was actually more challenging than it looks here, but once we got him, we put him in a little glass of water so that we could observe him. Look at those big legs he grew, and his front legs finally came out. It looks like they came out just behind where his gills were, which was super interesting. But it's time to get this guy into his new tank so he can enjoy himself and crawl out on the land when he's ready. Wow. Does he like it? Okay, so it's been about 3 weeks here. His tail disappeared in like 2 days flat. This is him eating a little cricket. He's got a huge appetite. All right, quick tank update. We added some cool mosses we found on a hike. The begonia is doing amazing. I'm trying to grow rotala immersed. Threw an orchid in because why not? Look at those roots. And Froggy, he's doing just as great as ever. Look at how well he camouflages. We get a little hop every now and again, but most of the time, he just chills.
Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this.